I have the live studio on my computer.
I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, really bleeding. I'll never back down.
And we're back for another edition of WrestleTok Wednesday on a Tuesday because we don't know how to tell time or do dates properly on this freaking podcast. That's how this this show's gonna go. Buckle up, it's gonna be a bumpy ride because I don't know how long this thing's gonna last before we get banned by
and
the
I'm driving the
FCC.
car.
I mean, I gave tickets and I gave the keys to Haley.
You know what's better? This show will probably get a bigger audience than AEW ever has in the last 4 years.
More than likely. You and your Walmart internet over there.
My Walmart internet, motherfucker, I'm direct line hooked up to the fucking internet. I don't do that shit. Get your Kmart brand bullshit out of here.
All right, so I think I know what it is. There's an update on my Xbox, and it's downloading right now. That's exactly what it is.
Then kill it.
Let's see here. We're gonna share this over there to the WrestleTok podcast, or WrestleTok. Everyone over there.
Look, we're already live on TikTok.
On TikTok as well?
Yeah, because I have live studio on my computer.
Well, welcome TikTok Nation. You know me as MATT. This is, of course, the jackass of the hour.
That is Mr. Jackass to you.
Now, don't get us banned. Don't get us banned over there. You know, we don't need you bananaed.
Oh, I don't care. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to change something up real quick. I just realized what I could do.
But thank you, the 3 people that are in our chat watching.
We already got 3 people. That is bigger than AEW's London. I'm going for the heat, baby.
He's going cheap heat today, ladies and gentlemen.
Cheap heat? There's no such thing as cheap heat with me.
That's the only heat that he knows how to get, ladies and gentlemen.
Not inaccurate.
So let's just start in with our let's see how far into the questions that we can get before it gets too freaking crazy. So we have the first question. At what age and when did you become a wrestling fan?
I was 3 years old, just turning 3 years old. It was SummerSlam 95, and I got to watch the abysmal SummerSlam that was, with the only good 2 matches on that card, which was Taker and Kamala, the Ultimate Fighting Machine that was part of the $1 Million Team, against The Undertaker in a casket match, and had the Razor Shawn 2 ladder match.
Okay. Was that the Kamala Taker match where he did 3 frog splashes?
I'm sorry. Not Kamala.
I was like, wait a second.
The future Godfather, the former Papa Shango.
Okay. So
my apologies.
Well, as you should apologize to me for.
Oh, you want to? Let's go. Let's start this off. We got an hour, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to use it wisely. Let's go.
There's nothing about you that says wise, so we're just gonna.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you really look at my grade point average in high school, I was 179 out of 192. I was a DF student. Let's put it that way.
So, all right. So, who's your favorite wrestler growing up?
Shawn Michaels, hands down.
And what about currently? Who is it? I mean, I think we all know it's Kenny Omega, but I mean,
Yeah,
let's
exactly. That's the running joke here on TikTok and Twitch and YouTube and every other platform that some jackass wants to go by. And we'll go with Kenny. No, for all intents purposes, it's Cody Rhodes and MJF, and my beloved tribal chief Roman Reigns.
All right, we're just gonna keep rolling through this. So,
what else is there?
I mean, because I want to get through my questions because I'm anticipating several people jumping in here and just absolutely bringing the heat. And so I'm not talking WrestleTok. I'm talking TikTok in general. What made you download the app and get involved with TikTok many moons ago?
Oh, God. This August, I do believe, will mark 3 years on TikTok for me. Originally, it was supposed to promote what I had was a podcast. It was called the Kayfabe Report because I was going by the name Cody Kayfabe at the time. And I was trying to, do real wrestling news stories, not be the Dave Meltzer of TikTok, because anybody who tries to be the Dave Meltzer of TikTok just has their foot in their mouth all the fucking time. But it was like real stories, like how I can't remember which one of the Iconics, but one of them was dealing with anxiety before their wedding, and like they went through a full article report about that, and it was fascinating to me, at least, and I was always about the financials of the wrestling business. I've always looked at the wrestling business not only as entertainment but as a money profitable machine, and I always try to look at the results and try to book the way that WWE would or should due to financial reasons. And you're an asshole. Did you think I wouldn't notice that? Did you really think I wouldn't notice the change from Wilson or whatever to Omega? So yeah, way to be subtle. But no, I've always been fascinated with the financials and like why things happen the way they happen. Like during the pandemic, why Florida was the main state for all the sports to go to, because DeSantis decided to have a super PAC go to him, being spearheaded by Linda McMahon when Trump was in office. So I mean, that's really interesting news why shit was happening. But yeah, just to promote my podcast, and then I saw Infamous Opinionist. I saw who else? A guy that we should have never named, but he was one of the first ones I saw was Heel Josh. Boo, whatever. You don't have to dress up like a Shawn Michaels mark to get fans. I saw people doing it, and I'm like, well, I got a big fat mouth. I can fucking voice my opinions, and some of them are pretty damn hot takes. Like, I believe without Sable, there's no women's division. Like, and I'll die on that hill. I believe that the top 3 people in the Attitude Era is Austin, Rock, and Sable. Because without the third one, the other 2 don't fucking matter.
So, Lord Mannix. Oh, but you need to, or do
you need to be a mark to draw in the marks. No, you need to be a disgusting looking Shawn Michaels cosplayer who thinks that he's all that in a bag of chips and flies someone halfway across the world just to propose to her a month later, just to, gain fans and notoriety. But I do agree, marks are marks.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you're sitting over there or out there listening to this or watching this or whenever you get to watch or listen to this and don't say you're not a mark, you're friggin' lying to yourself, because we're all marks. We all love.
I've been a mark since 95. I was 3 years old and I was a mark. Like, are you kidding me? Like, fuck.
Well, Haley, coming in quickly. Question.
Go on.
This is her first question. Then we're gonna move on to the next.
Yeah,
next
let's spice those in every now and again. I want to keep your shit rolling. I don't need this to turn into some fucking fiasco like it was NXT season 1.
Oh, that's actually a question that I've been kind of avoiding to ask my guests, but we're gonna throw this out there. Who are your top 3 WrestleTalkers?
Infamous, McGruber, and there was another one on top of my head, and they're really good, and I can't remember.
I mean,
Jay Talks Wrestling or Jay Knows Wrestling, whichever one that is, the one that he's sarcastic with.
Okay, I'm surprised you didn't throw Kevin in there. To be honest
Oh
with you.
well, Heel Kevin's in there too. He's top 5. As much as I hate the bastard, Smithception. He's
there's no question that like he's honestly one of those guys that I started watching.
Right,
Like,
yeah, same here.
I was like, holy shit, this guy's like, if he can do it, if some punk kid in his mom and dad's basement can do it, I can do it.
Right. That's the way I looked at it. And then me and him got into it, and then
Well, I mean, Haley says he didn't throw me and Sammy in either.
to be fair, I don't see a lot of wrestling content from you two. I see more of the like other For You page stuff between you two.
So, what happened? Like, what brought you? What was the thing? You came to WrestleTok or you came to TikTok to promote your wrestling stuff, but what got you involved in the WrestleTok community?
So it was my 50th episode with the podcast. It's gone now. I mean, I still probably have it on the computer, but I'm not going to re-release it. It might be on YouTube somewhere. I don't fucking know. The internet is the internet. I've done some stupid shit. It was my 50th episode, and I introduced I didn't introduce. I had McGruber and Infamous on my podcast, and we did a Jeopardy episode. And it was just some of the most fun, like down to earth type conversations that we had, even when we were just playing Jeopardy. Like, it was funny because Infamous was just Jade. I love you, man, but you have an obsession with Hulk Hogan. You need to really like check that shit out. It was bad. Like every Hulk Hogan question, he was getting screwed on and just going with it.
So we got Haley coming in with question 2. So, who is the 3 WrestleTalkers you take to bed with you?
You, Matt, Shadow, and Willie Finesse.
Oh wow, this has just got really uncomfortable.
I don't care. I really don't care. I'm gonna shoot. I'm just gonna shoot. I'm good.
That just got really uncomfortable.
Just call me Cody the Kid. Just bam, 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 bam.
Wow, that got really uncomfortable real fast.
Then she's gonna ask, "What 3 female WrestleTok creators would you?" Nobody cares. And if that question comes up, I'm not gonna answer it.
Well, providing the fact that he's married, just like I am, we shouldn't be asked that question. But Cody deserves it, so go ahead and ask him.
Anyway.
So, oh man. So, what? I'm adding questions as we go.
Ignore Haley as much as you can. That's what I'm going to say right now.
Well, she's got another question. I'm going to get mine in. What was your what piece of wrestling merchandise or like for me, ours is the United States Championship belt.
Mm-hmm.
What is your piece of merch that is your favorite piece of wrestling merch?
Ooh. I'd have to say the the 2015 to 2017 version of the Money in the Bank briefcase. I have the gold Money in the Bank briefcase before they changed it to green.
Mine.
I mean, we're still good. We're still live. What's on your end?
Something's going on with the internet.
Oh no! I mean, we're still live. We're still good.
I'm done, please. Technical difficulties. Give me a.
I mean, on my end, you still look good. So, I don't know how it looks on the.
I think Mom's on YouTube.
Probably just turn the Xbox off completely.
Mom's on YouTube. This one I affected because I've done it multiple times.
I don't know what. Cody's frozen over here.
I'm frozen on your side.
So we're just gonna go plow through this because I can't hear anything that you're saying. So,
I mean, on my end, you're fine.
So you're gonna get on Roblox when I'm having issues with this.
It's not. He's flickering.
When you don't get enough fucking in life, life fucks you back. It's okay. Calm down. Can you at least hear me?
There we go.
We're good now?
There we go. Yeah. I minimized and came back. I'm so sorry for that weird.
You're good.
I don't know.
That's what I was trying to tell you. You're good on my end.
Okay. So let's restart that. I mean, I guess I'll have to go back and rewatch it because I couldn't hear a damn word you were saying. Your piece of
merch, wrestling merch
yeah,
is what you were asking.
Yes.
The 20 either 2014 or 2015, the 2017 version of the Money in the Bank briefcase, the gold version of it.
Okay.
I also have like a $100 commemorative title that I bought at Toys R Us on a discount for like 50% off when they were going out of business. So that was actually pretty neat too.
Nice. So let's scroll back up here.
Matt, did I lose you?
Doing something in it.
Live TV, everybody. And now it is just me. Let's check to see if there's any comments here. Okay. So let's scroll up here. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Who would you delete? I wouldn't delete anybody. No one needs to be deleted. Fire, hire, delete. Adam Cole, Grace Waller, Randy Orton. Fire, Fire Orton. He's 20 years in. Doesn't need to matter. Hire Adam Cole. No, delete Adam Cole and hire Grayson Waller. It's not my fault. Let's see here. Fuck, Mary, kill Buff Bagwell, Norman Smiley, and Mabel. I'm fucking Mabel. Downright about it. I'm fucking Mabel. I'm gonna marry Buff Bagwell because his mother's very nice, and kill Norman Smiley. I hated the wiggle. Yeah. So, huge pop wrestling podcast. If I had to give advice to content creators like Matt, and himself to help improve your stuff, what would it be? The best way to improve any type of content creation, period, would be just have fun with it. I mean, if you have an idea, record it, whatever, do the editing that you have to. It takes time. Everything takes time. And it's something that I've started to realize in my life, that stuff takes time. But you got to have fun with it too. If you're not having fun with it and you treat it like a job, then it's going to be miserable and it's going to be hard and it's going to be just something that you will not enjoy. So, I will fuck Mae Young now, then, forever. So that one's fuck. Julian Hall, kill. And I will marry Vicky Guerrero because someone needs to carry on the Guerrero name, because I will change my name to Guerrero. PWZ Podcast. Hello, how you doing? Just texting Matt real quick. We're also on TikTok Live. Someone asked a question there. DD.Sugarhill fan page. What are your thoughts on Dean Ambrose? I think Ambrose is good. John Moxley sucks. If you can give one wrestler any storyline, who and what? Ooh, that's interesting. Well, I wanted to give Austin Theory the heel run of a lifetime, which is when he had the Money in the Bank briefcase and cashed it in on Rhodes the night of WrestleMania, in the main event, after the main event, actually. And just before Cody was about to hold the title, because Dusty held it but never won it. Cody won it but never held it. So, same story, different rules. And then you have him run with it until, the Cody wins the belt. That's what I would have done. I would have done that. I can see that happening, is if you turned Waller or Theory face and Waller takes it with a heel run. I would enjoy that very much. I love Grayson Waller. I think he's a great antagonist. I've loved Waller since I saw him a couple years ago when they first started NXT 2.0. He is just a fantastic. That poor bastard. He just texted me back. His laptop crashed. Uh-oh. That sucks. Yeah, I can't tell how many viewers we have or anything. That's all on him. I just see the comments. Who do you want to see dethrone Roman? At this point, a young and up and comer, like a Carmelo Hayes or a Braun Breaker. I definitely enjoy that. I would enjoy a young up and comer from NXT or even a young up and comer on the main roster beat Roman for the title. I would love to see that happen. I mean, I guess for like the last 6 months, they've had in mind who they want to win the title from off of Roman. So, I mean, at this point, who do I want to see dethrone Gunther? I don't care. Anybody after 56 weeks. I really don't care who dethrones Gunther. As long as Gunther beats Honky Tonk Man's record, which is what they're trying to go for, I think. I think he needs to hold it till after SummerSlam, just before the start of September, I do believe. I could be wrong. Over on TikTok, Edward Brownie, I think Cody is definitely the one to beat Roman. It's interesting. Do I think Montez Ford needs to have a solo run as long as the Street Profits are over and they're not getting in the fans' eyes boring? Because there's still things that you can do with them. You can have a tag title run, a new tag title run with them, like with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Now there's new teams to go after, and look at that, we're back. The guy that was holding down the fort has his buddy back.
Yeah, you thought you had your own show on the most fastest growing podcast on freaking WrestleTok. You thought you had your own show.
Hey, I'm the one answering questions, so why not?
So, where were we?
You wrestling merch, and then you went bye-bye.
Okay.
You crashed harder than the 9/11 towers.
Wow, we're doing 9/11 jokes. This is okay. I mean, I'm surprised you didn't go with the low hanging fruit.
Buddy, you went in flames faster than the Challenger.
I mean, I quite honestly, I fell harder than Owen.
I mean, it wasn't stretched out though like Chris Benoit, so it's all good. So, anywho, next question.
Wow.
I don't care. I'm here for heat.
I don't know where to go from here.
Good. Now we've got you off your toes. That's what I wanted. Haley's
anyway.
Right, by the way.
Yeah, she has been quite. So anyway, we're gonna go three. There's 4 moves I asked each week. Who does it better?
Okay.
We're gonna start with Spinebuster. Who did it the best of all time?
God, that's. Let's see here. Triple H has blown both his knees with that move, so that's a no. Arn was the one who really is known for it. Rhino's was decent. Who's that irrelevant jackass that went to Harvard that's married to a famous singer?
Oh, David Otunga?
Yeah, that jackass. By the way, he's a way better actor in the Tyler Perry movies than he is a wrestler. The way he did his was interesting. He got height on those guys, but all he would do is just like a one-handed flat down. So it's interesting for him. Rhino's was interesting. He picks him up by the legs and then just snaps him down. Rock's was shit. I never understood. He went for a spine buster and then went to the rock or to the people's elbow, which I thought was it was a good transition, but it was just a sloppy. Every move he did was sloppy, but people love him. there isn't a whole lot of people that do spine busters anymore. I'm gonna go with Rhinos because I like the way his snaps, the way it snaps down.
Okay. Next up is we'll go who has the best spear of all time.
Well, let's see here. Goldberg knocked himself out with his. Edge's is more of a tackle. Rhino's is just he puts his arm out and hope to God he hits you. Lashley's looks devastating depending on the guy. Who else did it? Batista did it. I remember there was a 2010 Battle Royal. Him and Edge bumped heads going for the fucking spear, and Batista came out bloody. That was amazing. That even happened.
You're missing one.
Am I? Who am I missing?
Gore, Rhino.
I said Rhino. I said Rhino puts his arm out like a clothesline and just hope to God he hits your midsection.
Your tribal chief does it as well.
Oh, that's right, Roman. It's honestly between Roman and Lashley. They both have the way they do it is more physically impressive than anything. I'm gonna say Lashley because the way he hits smaller guys with it is just phenomenal.
Okay. So we have a third. The last one out of the three is this is the reason why I asked the question, because I believe it was Mia who gave a very outside of the box answer to this.
Okay.
And I actually had to go and watch this gentleman do this move to get what was going on. Like, right, see this. The greatest choke slam of all time.
And I remember you talking to me about this, and I know who the answer is. She said the Hurricane, which I do agree. The way that some of the guys post for him is amazing. But I'm gonna have to say that Taker is gonna be the one. It's a tie between Taker and Damian Priest. That South from the Heavens choke slam is just so like good to look at. Like it's just presentation is amazing. But I'm gonna have to go with Taker, honestly, because he's the guy that I, synonymous with the choke slam. Between him, Kane, and Big Show, they were really the ones who were doing it at the time.
Well, he's a big slow.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Taker.
And then we have a versus. We have a one dude. We have the Orange Punch versus the Superman.
It's a Superman punch. Because Orange Cassidy is the biggest pile of dog shit in the entire professional wrestling world, and he needs to get the fuck off my screen and only show up 4 times a year, which is less than Roman Reigns, and he should show up less than Logan Paul does on my television screen. Because that is all I don't give a fuck what you're doing right now. He said it himself. I am not the greatest professional wrestler in the world. I don't even think that I am. Because you shouldn't. You're a joke. You are the biggest joke in professional wrestling since Santino Marella, and I have more respect for him than you. You are the biggest ass on TikTok. I hope you understand that.
Just for the people out there that are listening to this only, I just put his full name as Cody Cassidy.
But you watch, in 12 months, that fucking lazy motherfucker will be getting the AEW World Championship. I guarantee it. 12 months from now, AEW will be having a world champion who is the biggest joke of all professional wrestling.
I do enjoy an Orange Cassidy match because he can go, but I don't think he deserves the AEW Championship. He's a mid-carder. He should not be elevated.
But he's over. Unfortunately, he's over with the AEW crowd, which, by the way, are nothing more than internet marks at this point, when you could only sell, I don't know what, 3,000 tickets and then have the rest sold with cheeseburgers in Las Vegas. Way to go, Tony Khan.
So you talk about
jackass.
My brother goes, at least he's being honest about not being a great wrestler.
Because if he wasn't, he'd be called out on it. He knows he'd be called out on it, and he should be called out on it. Even when he says he's not, he should be called out on not being the greatest wrestler because he's a piece of shit.
Now, so we know your opinion of Orange Cassidy. What do you think of a guy like Danhausen?
When was the last time he was on my screen?
Well, it's been a while because he's been hurt.
Exactly. I don't have an issue with the guy. And they did the right thing with Danhausen. They didn't use him in a wrestling capacity for a while. They used him as a joke, which is what he is. And I don't care about how he wrestles. At this point, the gimmick has now overshadowed the wrestling ability. I don't care what Orange Cassidy can do. It's the fact that Orange Cassidy is Orange Cassidy, and I don't care. I could care less what the wrestling ability is of that dumb motherfucker.
Okay. So, let's see here. Let me hold on.
Getting sent in questions?
No, I'm. What is the worst gimmick ever in wrestling? I think I'm going to go ahead and say of all time. I'm just going to add that on there.
This jackass on TikTok. Orange Cassidy has the most brutal kicks in the bit. No. What he has is the most brutal ratings in the business. Every time his ass is on TV, the ratings plummet by 60,000 people. Every single time. Worst gimmick? Fuck.
Well,
God.
I mean, is it Terry Taylor?
Red Rooster? No, I believe in the Red Rooster more than I believe in Orange Cassidy. Fuck it, I'm going to say it, Orange Cassidy. He's the worst gimmick in the fucking business. The fact that he's a champion right now is a disgrace to all lineages of championships.
Haley's got a question.
Go ahead.
What's the thing you're most thankful for in life?
My family.
Followed up with, if you could be any wrestler for a day, who would it be?
Definitely Roman Reigns, and I'm fucking 300 women within that 24-hour period. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go to town on some puss.
I mean, would you consider him the Ryan Reynolds of the pro wrestling scene?
What have I told you? You want me to say it on air? Because I'll say it on air. He is the Ryan Reynolds of wrestling, because if he told me that he's going to enter me like John Cena did in Trainwreck, I'm spreading my ass cheeks. That's what I'm doing. Let's see how many views that gets. I'm gonna snip that and put it on TikTok.
So, if you could fire any wrestler,
Orange fucking Cassidy. Home run.
Oh my God. Okay, so what's the one thing you change about yourself?
I'd lose 200 pounds. That'd be the immediate thing I'd do. I'm trying to do that currently. It's hard, but I'm working on it.
Do we want to? Oh, the most important question of the hour. We got 20 minutes left, but we can extend it by a little bit.
I'd say this has been fun.
Who is? Do you acknowledge David Arquette as the greatest WCW champion of all time?
You know what? I'm gonna give you credit. That was the most beautiful way to bring that up. That was the greatest segue in all of segues. I will give you all the credit in the world. David Arquette could take that WCW championship, shove it up his ass, and then have Courtney Cox take it out with a colonoscopy, because that's what she did when he divorced.
Wow.
No, yeah, I've heard that he donated all the money to Owen Hart's foundation. Good for you. You're a good Samaritan. The fact that that title even landed on your ass was I don't even know whose decision at this point. Bischoff didn't like the idea. Russo didn't like the idea. Fucking DDP didn't like the idea. Arquette himself did not like the idea. Everyone involved in that fucking scenario did not like this idea, but somehow someone pulled the trigger, landed him on the cover of USA Today for all of 5 fucking minutes, and then that movie went to what, number 3 in the box office opening weekend?
Now, to me, that has Vince Russo's fingerprints all over it. Like, that'd just be something Russo would do.
No one could. Every podcast that I've listened to, no one could give me a decent reason why that happened.
Haley's got a couple more. What's the one thing you love about yourself?
That I am the sexiest man on all of TikTok.
Why don't you like Orange Cassidy?
Because he's a douche.
Are you feeling freshly squeezed?
I mean, 30 minutes ago I did.
By himself. And are you feeling oozy today?
I love being oozy. Trust me, I love being oozy. That's better than being freshly squeezed, honestly.
I mean, so let's get into, like they do Inside the Ropes. They are not the Shoot podcast on YouTube. I'm going to say a name. And
It's gonna be good.
You give me the first thing that pops in your head.
Okay.
Johnny Gargano.
A smaller Shawn Michaels.
Okay. L.A. Knight.
Gonorrhea.
Wow.
He's just there. I got nothing.
We're gonna go a faction this time. The Imperium.
Great stable. I think that they are one of the better stables of the company at the moment.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
High hopes. Rising star that fizzled out way too fast.
Dominic Mysterio.
I dare say the greatest heel currently.
Matt Riddle.
Anything that Dana White said on a podcast.
Karrion Kross.
The Make-A-Wish kid who somehow outlived his illness.
Wow. J.D. McDonough.
a future world champion.
Alexa Bliss.
Her time has passed. I'm glad that she's going to be a mother. I do believe that at this point in time, it is her time to step away.
Bianca Belair. I was gonna skip over that one.
Now let's preference this, people. I'm going to be saying some things, and it has nothing to do with what she is. Got it? I'm going to point that out right now. She's a John Cena 2.0 bootleg. That's all she is. That's all she's ever going to be unless they give her a decent heel turn. If they turn her and the Street Profits heel, I could see them having a run with the Judgment Day. That's as far as I'm going to go. I think her in-ring talent is there. She can't talk worth a shit, in my opinion. I think that she is a great inspiration for all girls. I think that she can do very well as a heel because I saw her heel run in NXT. I do not like her baby face run. And I think that if she would just stop fucking smiling when you're in a heated feud with someone, everything would be okay. Next.
So I'm going to sneak in two of Haley's questions real quick. What is your campaign if you were to be president? What platform would you run under?
My platform would be everyone is equal. I don't care what you are, who you are, what you look like. I am for you, and that is all.
And she says this is her last question. It doesn't have to be Haley if you want to keep throwing them in there. Who do you think the top dogs of WWE are right now?
I'm assuming top dogs as in top guys. Roman, Seth, Cody, Dominic, and Braun Breaker.
And she says, Jesus Christ, Cody has a heart.
It's not that hard. It's not that hard. It's not about having a heart. It's like you're for everybody. That's the whole point of being the president of this country. You're for everybody. But no, we all have to choose sides. All have to be picking bitches to each other, just like the WrestleTok. I swear, the WrestleTok community has a more diverse fucking fan base that is split down the middle about everything than the fucking politics does.
So, and she said you're breaking kayfabe, so you might want to dial it back.
That's not breaking. That's who I am. I care about people, but don't piss me off or say something stupid.
I'm going to ask the question. Like I'm still going down the list of people. Next up, because tomorrow is Haley's birthday.
Grayson Waller.
Grayson Waller.
Future star of this business.
I say Randy Orton 2.0.
No.
I think he's going to be as big, if not bigger.
I do believe that he could be Shawn Michaels-esque or Randy Orton-esque, but I do believe that we're going to be not only comparing him to those two, but also realizing that he is his own entity.
Oh, no. Haley says, no, he's Seth Rollins 2.0-ish.
No. I say Grayson Waller is more of an athlete than Seth Rollins is. And I think that this business comes naturally to him like it does Orton and Michaels.
I love his ring gear. The short.
I don't. I wish he changed it. That's the one thing I would change about Grayson Waller. Tights. Either put him in spandex or fucking underwear. I don't care. But I do not like the short knee pad combination bullshit. It is just dumb.
So we'll go with the Miz since it was brought up.
Greatest talker of this generation, and has gathered more heat with the restrictions of WWE than MJF could with no restrictions in AEW.
Okay. MJF then.
MJF is the heel that people need to be. So here's the best way I can put it. MJF is the heel character everybody needs to be in life and in the ring. And Miz is the guy that you need to learn how to get heat from a crowd without going for low-hanging fruit.
All right, we're going to go. My brother has a question that I'm going to swing back down to Haley's because she's got a couple of people I'm going to throw out there to you. If you could interview any wrestling talent, who would be your dream talent to interview?
Probably corny.
That's fair.
I would love to have just a sit-down chat with Jim Cornette. I think that would be the best hour and a half of audio you fuckers would ever listen to, honestly.
So we're going to go speed round. This is all female talent.
Oh, no.
Sonya Deville.
She was literally the 50th greatest woman of all time on their fucking list the other year. The last couple of years. Because, and I hate to bring it up this way, but because she's part of the LGBTQ community. That is the only reason why she was on that list. Because she's open about it. Oh, okay, cool. She has no other accomplishments other than that. She's not a champion.
I think she's a great talent. She just didn't get the right push.
I don't think I think she's a better reality star. Because when she was on Total Divas, she was great. I loved her. I loved that Sonya Deville.
Next up, Chelsea Green.
Zack Ryder's wife. Okay.
Karen. Wait. Zoe Stark.
Female Chad Gable.
Trish Stratus.
Titty fucking a crocodile.
Wow.
Tell me I'm wrong. That's literally every man's dream at this point from the 2000s is titty fucking a crocodile, because that's exactly what you're going to be doing when you're doing that to Trish Stratus.
Carmelo Hayes. We're gonna go.
Definitely future star in the.
Wow, WTF.
I'm not wrong. She's had more plastic on her than the fucking Atlantic Ocean. Now, Carmelo Hayes, I see future big star of this company. I truly do.
Gallus.
Who?
Gallus. Gallus. Gallus.
Who the fuck is Gallus?
I'm drawing a blank right off.
Mark Coffey.
Is he from NXT UK?
Yeah,
Is that the faction?
Yes.
Oh,
with
okay.
Coffee, and Wolfgang.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they're not bad. I like them. You said that name so like that. I'm just like, who? What?
Okay, who did it better? Plastic Edition, Natalya, Charlotte, or Trish? Who did it better?
Natalia's natural. Hate to break it to you, bastard.
Those lips are not real.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking about the whole body.
Yes.
Oh, I'm just talking titties.
No.
I'm just talking titties.
I'm talking plastic. Like
no, I'm talking just titties. Her Trish's tits are like literal, like, you know, like the spinning globes you would find in your classrooms. That's pretty much what they would feel like at this point.
Plastic Edition, Natalia, Charlotte, and Trish.
Fuck. Who's the best looking? I'm gonna go Charlotte.
And she's the only one that could really wrestle.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we'll go Tiffany Stratton's up next.
Underrated. Could go far. Have to wait and see.
And around that group of them up with Indy Hartwell.
Hope she gets better. The way is definitely the way. I think that there is a great need for someone like Indy in the women's division currently.
Greatest women's champion of all time.
Sable. And I will fight anyone on that hill. Sorry.
He breathed really heavily into the microphone, like. See, you know, that's I'm only guessing, but I'm guessing that's what it sounds like when he opens up a McDonald's bag.
Oh no, it's more like
greatest male champion of all time. Across all platforms. We'll throw it out there. Across all promotions.
I'd say AJ.
AJ Styles?
AJ Styles. Every time that he has held a championship, he has represented the company he's held the belt for tremendously.
Greatest tag team of all time.
Ooh.
And why isn't it Midnight Express?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do love midnight matches. They're awesome. But I'm going to go with FTR.
Okay.
They can have a match with anybody in any style, in any stipulation, and it still be good.
Who is... Haley's coming in hot with all these questions. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of WWE?
Vince, Austin, Hogan, Cena.
No Roman yet, huh?
Not yet.
Now, once he blows past Hogan, because you know what's happening,
then definitely Roman would replace Hogan. But then again, at the same point in time, I still think I would keep it that 4, even if Roman passes his record, because Vince is the one who started it all. Vince is the one who had the foresight to take it the way he wanted it to. Hogan was the one that helped it go nationally. Austin was the one that helped it go publicly. And Cena is the one that helped it go worldwide. I dare say. And again, that reasoning I will take with anybody.
So with Roman, like I just brought him up, who will be and who should be? Who should be and who will be the one to dethrone Roman?
I already answered this question, but I'll say it again. I think it should be I think it should be an up and comer. I think it will be Cody Rhodes.
And Haley's got another one. Who is not in the Hall of Fame but should be?
Cyndi Lauper. The fact that she's not in the Hall of Fame is a fucking tragedy. I'm surprised The Rock hasn't been in there yet. Batista just needs to get his scheduling conflict out of the fucking way. Give me a second. Mitchell Takanaka. No. What the fuck's his last name? Fucking late 90s heavyweight division, practically centered around him. Mitchell Takanaka. No. God damn it! What the fuck is his last name?
Light heavyweight, is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, talking about the Michinoku driver. It's Taka
Michinoku. Jesus Christ. Sorry to anybody who is at Descent. I cannot fucking pronounce any of these names fucking properly. He was the center of the light heavyweight division in 97 and 98. He should be in the Hall of Fame. The fact that he's not is so odd. At this point, Santino,
who's in the Hall of Fame that shouldn't be?
Do we have enough time?
Like, who's your number one? Like, who's
Trump.
the guy? Thank you. And then,
Trump is the number one. Hogan's two.
Wow, Hogan's on your Rushmore, but not in your Hall of Fame.
Well, if we're going publicly, like if we're gonna say that these people are in our Hall of Fame and we have a public notice on it, yeah, Hogan should probably not be in that fucking ring of words. Paul Heyman should be in the Hall of Fame.
What about Stacy Keibler?
No. I'm sorry, Stacy, Tori, Queen Charmel, fucking like the fact that China's lumped in with DX and not have a solo induction is bullshit. That's just me. I understand Triple H's understanding because she did adult films. Fine. I mean, who didn't watch Backdoor in China? Because I know I did. But she was part of the she helped so much in the women's division, even though she wasn't a part of it mostly. Like, she did so much for women. It was insane that she's not inducted by herself.
Do you think another Haley again carrying the question portion? Do you think Paige or Soraya should be inducted at some point?
Yes. And here's my reasoning. Because she was the one that helped it transition from divas to women's wrestling.
And Haley, this is her, and I agree with this. Without China, we definitely wouldn't have Rhea.
And without Nicole Brooks, we wouldn't have Nyla.
Wow.
Nicole Bass ran so that Nyla Rose could walk.
Okay.
But I do agree with that statement. Without China, there is no Rhea.
We skipped over a question that I wanted to save until later because I know we had talked in not really a huge topic brought up in our conversations, but you had talked about possibly getting back into the podcasting stuff.
Yep.
Are you working on any projects? Are you?
Not currently. Unfortunately, my head is like AEW's booking team, high on coke and doesn't know what the fuck to do with it. Just an ADHD ridden mess that no one knows how to take care of. It is just it's been hell inside my head for the last couple months, and I've thought about many of things. I've thought about doing different things. I've thought about just doing a one-man podcast and reviewing shit like Cornette does, and giving my takes on it. And it just, like, right now, the only thing that I do is watch the actual shows with my buddy Adam, and we're going to be going to Raw July 10th in Buffalo. So that's going to be cool. So if anybody's around there, wants to say hi, all the more power to you. I will say hi back. I have no issue with meeting people. I have no issue with talking to people either. Clearly, I have an open mouth and ready to let anything fly.
If you would, who would you delete tomorrow if you could delete anyone from the WWE?
John Laurinaitis.
Well, he's technically already been deleted, right? So
I would delete him before he deleted himself.
those arms look amazing, boss.
No, here's the deal. This motherfucker was sleeping with paralegals while his wife, at the time, is Nikki and Brie Bella's fucking mother, was going through brain cancer. Fuck that motherfucker. He can go rot in hell for all I care.
Fair enough. And there's been an open invite right here. I'm gonna break this today. BWP has given you an open invite.
If this episode has taught you anything, be careful what you wish for. Haley, I love you and I respect you. I'm just saying. If there's some answers you may not want, don't invite me to that particular podcast.
I mean, out of the many conversations I've had with Cody, and we've had some doozies, this is tame compared to what I've witnessed.
Has it been tamed? Has it really been tamed? Because if it is, I've done a horrible job.
And she just mentioned in the comments, Cody, I've had to help you before with the shit you've said. This will be on the mental health and most probably.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I can deal with that. I wouldn't be too much of a dick. Still be a dick, but not too much. I can't believe this one you say has been tame. Has it really?
I mean, compared to some of the conversations we've had.
Oh, I know how to end it on a good note. I've watched Two Girls, One Cup 7 times and masturbated to 5 of it.
Well,
Did that tame enough for you? Did that do it? Oh, and the fact that I fucked an 86-year-old and broke her hip. So, there's that. Oh, and got paid $2,000 for it, so that was even better.
Well, I mean, it's only Haley listening right now, and whoever's listening, like coming back later, yeah, that's Cody.
I tried to set this thing ablaze. Like I really tried to murder this like I was Casey Anthony. Like that's what I was trying to do. It just somehow didn't work. I tried to get away with it like OJ, but
I mean, you were as successful as the Unabomber at this point, because.
Oh fuck! Now what about that one guy that tried doing it in New York City with fertilizer that wouldn't ignite?
Oh yes. Next week, a little promotion for right here on the WrestleTok Wednesday. We'll be back on Wednesday, a week from tomorrow, and our guest is the one, the only, Sammy. So everyone that is watching this, please tune in next week to Wednesday's show. I'll be doing a promotional package for her. And anyone also is watching this, please stop by this young lady's Broken Wrestling Podcast. Stop by all of her socials on TikTok. If you follow us, follow her back. Tomorrow's her birthday. Stop by and wish her happy birthday. And show her the love.
Haley, just remember, 9 months ago, your parents fucked.
So there's that. I mean, we have that. I was trying to do something nice.
How much nicer can I get? You got a reminder that her parents had coitus that night. Or morning, or day. They could have been a quickie behind a bush. You don't know how it happened.
They went dogging.
Oh, see, there you go.
But stop by, wish her a happy birthday tomorrow. I don't know how old she's going to be. I don't ask those kind
29.
of questions. Huh?
29.
29? She's got one more year in her 20s. Congratulations for making it this far.
Yeah, but in Tinder age, it's like 40, isn't it?
Wow.
What? What? Well, you said it on a video yesterday, so I'm not going to forget that. I don't have the memory of a fucking goldfish.
See, I didn't see that video.
Well, you're not as good as a friend then. Ha ha.
Listen here. Listen here, asshat.
What? I'm not doing anything wrong.
I'm sorry, I'm not the friend that everyone else is.
Hey, you said I was tamed. I'm going up a notch.
So now we're venturing into it being like a TikTok live at this point. So
Are you trying to wrap it up is what you're trying to do?
probably would be the best way of doing things. But I just want to just give you a reminder that just like this gentleman.
I'm better than you, and you know it.
But and a plug for Haley as well. I have a couple videos that she has made because she's an amazing person and she does an amazing job.
She is.
I'm gonna throw a couple of them up there. You'll see them throughout the week.
Okay.
And like this one was from today. This is the one she made for this show specifically.
I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I bleed. Really bleed. I'll never back down.
Okay, so you're gonna play the ending video, right? That you're gonna do that next.
Well, I actually don't have an ending video.
Well, tell me when you're about to do it, because right before you do it, I want to say something real quick, and then you can hit the video.
No, I actually don't have an ending video.
Oh,
but I do have one thing. Stop being soppy. It doesn't suit you. Who are you referring to, me or Cody?
Stop being what?
Soppy.
Soppy? That's you. Definitely you. I've been an asshole.
Yeah.
Sappy, by the way.
Oh, sappy. So I do have something I will play for you guys. If you haven't seen it yet, we had a shout out and from a certain current professional wrestler, and I'll play it for you right now.
What is up? I am Ring of Honor wrestler Mike Bennett, and you are listening to Off the Top Wrestling Podcast, Hughes Pop Wrestling Podcast, Fine Tune Wrestling Podcast. Check them all out. Check me out. Check all the wrestling world out. Let's roll.
God, he looks like Self-Bet with a bigger package. The first thing I noticed was how big his fucking cock was coming out of his goddamn underwear. That's the first thing I noticed.
Only you, Cody. Only you. So, with that being said, I do have one other. We do have our show on Friday with Little Man. We'll be discussing whatever he wants to talk about. It'll be 1:30. We're pushing it back a half hour. That way we have time to set stuff up. But 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, same Twitch channel, same YouTube channel, so check us out. Find Cody over on TikTok. If you don't already follow him, follow him. Follow Haley. She's been a tremendous she's almost like a co-host at this point.
God, you sound like she's dead.
Well, I mean, she'll be.
I'm just saying, you're making it sound like it's a fucking eulogy at this point.
She's 29, so she's got 1 foot in the grave. So
Fuck, that means you're thinking she's only gonna make it to 58.
you're halfway there.
Wow. What the absolute hell. I love this.
So,
But before we go, I just want to say this. Kenny Omega, you should have been Kathy Anthony's child. So, goodbye, Matt.